俺もチーテ級のエメ倒そう。
パソコンがいかれた。高評価5000ありがとうございます。おー、ワールドカップ始まった。
あれ、俺と時差があるぞ。
高画質すぎるやろ。
まだ俺始まってないんやけど。
そう、金のラマ欲しい。
We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that. You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, "We need one coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated." Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. You realize that that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. It's unreal. If you want to practice with death runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like
砂漠レーストラックを一周を完走する。どこやろな。あ、一人来た。みんなこんなん見ながらテンション上がるな。
やろうこれ、はい、これな、左にありながらこれやるってなんか自分もやったんぞと言わんばかりの。
そうで、しかも配信もしてるから
気合いしか入らないもん。あー、敵いる。きついきつい、俺体力ない。円が近づいてきてる。あ、やばいやばいやばいやばい。死ぬ死ぬ死ぬ俺。間に合った。
OK に切る。
痛いな、もううざいな。聞きやろボケ。
3キル。
やばい、死んだ。もう金もこいつまして。ほんまにありおもんない。これつきますぞ。しょうもない。もうほんまおもんないな。めっちゃ魚振られてんねんけど俺ら。
かっけー忍者。
Junkyard 2, bro. Hands down, Junkyard 2 was the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're going to go in with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 and it just fills in 32 people. It's so much fun, man. I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together or not? I'm down with it. Oh, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around like trying to make it in. It's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the battle pass. Got tickets, has the member tickets. You can mix it back on. A lot of City, such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see again the crowd continuing to fill on in. Just getting some
ピザ食ってるぞ少年。観戦しながら。
We're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received.
忍者かっこいいな普通に。
The
game is ready to go.
His first big boy, man. Who's it gonna be, guys? I'm looking at the screen of your favorite duos right now, man. Make some noise.
Who do you think's gonna win today? Scream it, make it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish.
What a gibberish. I think I hear Mongrel, Mitro.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
これは
おお、すげえ画面がつぶつぶなってる。
なんでチーミングか
Then the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna be eliminated. Who's gonna be the first one? Yeah. You don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. I mean, literally, I knocked him like, you know, it was the first game in the pro am, and that was just, can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocked out.
あ、始まったんや。
Sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr.
呼びましたか
heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested. So, why not be here, Ninja? The early game so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put but area is contested. You see, they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I've watched these guys play literally every week from a youth, so they were before NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is
いや、
exactly
なんか勝てそうな気してきたわ。こいつらが。
呼びましたかって
試合見てると。
やばいオーケー危ねえ
how they're going to play this out. Are they going to be aggressive? Are they going to back down?
We just saw the first zone has been revealed, and it is a northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not
うわ待ってマジか
lucky landing all
く
night.
そ
You continue to keep an eye on this fight.
いや
98 players remaining.
どうもオナリズムです。
Now we mentioned the
はじめまして
serial farming right now, so you're hitting a couple.
はじめましてオナリズムさんオナリズムさんが来たわ
初見
かなアイコンがうわなんでロビーだけ配信見れへんやろなワールドカップ
そうやな。
チャレンジホーンテッドヒルズとソルティスプリングストマトヘッドのホログラフィー中で踊らないとあかんねやこれ
うわ、もう負けてる組おるやん。うわ、めっちゃやりやってる。マジか。
超早く見たいって
いつも見てます。毎回。
いつも見てます毎回やってそうならコメン
毎
トして
回見てんの
くださいよありがとうございます早くワールドカップ始まって
very quickly, and there's definitely some metal
あ今のベルちゃん
gather around. You know,
ごめん、今そんな場合じゃない。
some tractors there in the.
誰今誰がやられた今
どうもオナリズムです。
Yes, Sizz by himself. We've all experienced how he's been hiding in that brush there in the cornfield. Sizz lucky. These top players who land fatal fields know how to actually navigate the loop in the corn without breaking the corn. So
I need to break the corner every time.
right, say I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz lucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Rush's cards. So this is key. When you move bands, remember you get brought back. You only had 100 HP and a common pistol.
やば、俺2人キルした。めっちゃ強いぞ今。
怖っ。
マジかー。
Yes, Xro has minis as well as big shield, so we'll be able to get back to full shield. And Yuang now in a tough spot. He's trying to go.
そうですね、11ですね。ここ行かないとですね。まあでも HP 的に UO 軍超有利ですね。
で、ベルスが倒してるんや。
え、倒されてんのもう。
いや、1人ワンポイントをゲットでかいって言って倒したと1人。
Right to his head. Some solid damage done, but Yuang brought down to 59 HP. But with that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shot.
1人倒す。ダメです。ここでもう一度倒して BB をもう一度起こして。しかも相手ポーション持ってたから美味しいっすね。アンチが N の方なんだよね。カメルめっちゃ映りますね。いいよ。いいよ。
あ、また映ってるぞ。
あ、スナップ出た。でかい。いや、500。アリーナと一緒のはず。何け？ルール上も一緒。だから全部アリーナと。初動的にいいんじゃないですかね。さっきリブートしたやつは倒したの？いや、逃げました。逃げたのね。
あかん、敵の音がめっちゃ聞こえにくい。
バグってるぞ、紙して。
さらばです。
さようなら。
ファック。しかも、アンチも遠くないし、ベルスが悪くない。
またね。
いや、イラグーは試合が取れるからな。ベルスかスカベルどっちなん？俺はスカベルって書いてます。ベルスカって言っちゃうんだよ。どっちでもやっぱりベルスカね。まあ、パズドミング山の上とか。
You probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those prison points to come on through. Watching Letway right now, it's not your freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds of being caught off guard, and you can get dinked twice. And boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left in the line. Wiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. What's going to happen? That will be for 70 plus players. So you keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is going to be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush. Already in the next zone, they're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy that you're going to see a lot of people going to be using throughout this weekend in solos and in duos is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone and honestly just kind of pray that the circle's going to I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him. Like, going to try to save his teammate. It's not going to happen. But there's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a... Like, the rotations late game are going to be worse. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick now all by himself in a 1 versus 2.
あ、これあれか、やっぱりワールドカップの音か。
そうやね。
healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Harpy still playing the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent, and look at the material count. 4 Volks, 135 total builds. It does look like Lepwick just kind of ran away, but I don't believe Lepwick was able to grab his teammates' reboot card. So will basically be by himself for the rest of this game.
You know, it's going to be almost impossible to farm alone when your teammate is knocked in. There's these guys are 106 above it. You guys can see that, which means that the shot that is currently below threshold that they are going to need to hit some people, deal some damage. And that's actually the beauty of Storm Surge, right? You don't necessarily only want people kind of just peeking around one by ones, praying that the circle moves to them. You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break out because players need to get above that, or they're gonna die. They're not gonna be able to
now moving towards the dusty divot diner. You see clicks. I didn't even get yeah, the very young duo from you just said yourself. I didn't know you could farm this.
you could get down there.
This is the beauty of it, right? These are the top players in the world showing up for things that they know that really no one else can pick up on. Many teams already stacking here as there's so many materials to be farmed up. And for a lot of players, Ninja, once they get maxed, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
We're staring at every single team now in the safe zone. Everyone's safe zone is moving in.
Hey, Falcon down.
Almost sniper is in play. For those of you guys who do not know, a heavy sniper can take out the metal wall, take out pretty much anything. Like 1,500 damage. Yes. And be able to take him out.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side to protect you from the inevitable double snipe. And when we say double snipe, it's as far as 1, 2, 3, shoot.
やば、今の日本のトレンドツイート CR ウィンやで。やば。
Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate on out of here. Hype and Surface don't want to fight it. That's Jay, now quite weak. With Storm Surge beginning to tick in. Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go. Getting dropped by Storm Surge. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Storm Surge really does just force people into this pretty tricky situation. But again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams, and you don't want to be put in that situation where desperate. But they did do a bit better than you in combat. You know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov.
That's a replay.
Was that a replay? They just went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners. Well, Airwax at least are back-to-back winner of the Pro-Am. Does go down. Airwax double qualified as well. Tough first game for them. They do go out quite early on. 71 players left in this game. 38 duos. Slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this in competitive?
No, I think that the only time that we saw numbers like this were when the circles they didn't really chunk that much and they were more centralized in the beginning of competitive. So really no one had to rotate that much and no one had to fight. So now they're just kind of moving around the map. You can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have, again, great aim, but they're beating people who are focusing on trying to control the circle. Now look, so many people coming from the south right now. And it's just really guys are in a top position with solid aim.
えぐい。コントロール良すぎやろこいつマジで。金も。
Right now, where's he going to land? Look at all these people who are already boxed up. They're already creating these tunnels. More shots coming down. And he's going to be able to make it. 8 grenades. So that's going to be, I mean, if he can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, he might be able to clean up those kills too. Yep.
さっきから聞こえる音全部ワールドカップやわ。
Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have some minis to replenish that. Just a few brief moments as there's Eclipse now using them. He's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, so they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears. Ronaldo
save the campfire.
In the elimination feed right there. Here's a look at Mongrel earlier with his duo Mitro. they're set up currently in this zone. 68 players.
Love watching this guy play, man. I'm serious. I mean, here's you just check his inventory. Only got 2 guns right now, which is immature rifle and a combat shotgun. So he has no spray guns. All right, spray guns are anything like to an SMG, tactical assault rifle, SCAR, anything like that. You've got to have a gun that can shoot pretty quickly to kill players and hit players through their one bys. Very difficult. Look at that healing too, though. 5 slurps, 2 slurps. 5 chug flashes.
They already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
They're super close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too far.
Yep, and material-wise, look at that, 130 builds.
Constant.
They're in a fantastic position to make some noise in game number 1. We'll definitely keep up to date with them. The slipstream slowly inching towards where it begins to shut down Ninja, but with so many slipstreams still available in this current zone, a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map right there. The eastern side of the zone. None of these players really going to be into play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards Loot Lake if they want to be safe.
Some of the best, I mean, look, these are the best players in the world, and look how close they are to one another. I'm so excited when they actually have to force into these fights. The Storm's going to start pushing them. Look how, I'm sorry, man, I just can't. If you guys notice also, Stinks, man, these players are so talented. It's going to be so hard to spray through their walls and actually deal damage to them. So you need things like grenades, like Stinks, right?
全部ワールドカップや。
to force people out of their 1x1s and try to shoot them as they're rotating away and trying to build new 1x1s to dodge the Stinks.
You see the Stinks right now going down on Mongrel! And Mongrel gets immediately ripped in.
モングラル、モングラル。
モングラルやられた？
いや、戦ってるな。
His duo still alive.
いけいけいけ。
Luckily,
Definitely has a bunch to to be able to play with. The next Storm Surge has begun to kick on in.
来た。
12 damage below, will have to begin to put shots down range. The zone pushing as well. So in this position, with the zone at their back, Metro's goal, spray at players who have to push from the zone. One way they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push right at him, and Metro knows that. Now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times through solos and then once in duos.
They also have some great rotation. 2 ballers still intact. And here's the thing, you just mentioned all these players are going to be rotating in. He's forced to rotate in. Everyone knows that.
Very little ammo, though. Look, these are the last 9 assault rifle shots.
Okay.
Scrappy, folks. And there's the split. Still only 80, meaning combined between the two. They really only have about 150 shots to work with. The zone still pushing. 61 players left. Reminder, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as a player got that back wall. He wasn't quite ready for it.
戦ってると思ったら俺らじゃなかった。
His teammate got finished actually, so he's got all the shields in the world. He can get back up to full health. Storm Surge is still ripping him apart. That slurp is barely keeping him alive.
Hitting him for 25 damage every time it winds up ticking. There it is again, dropping on in. Mega's hand is forced. Some big damage right there, still below. As players are continuing to drop all around, but Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now through the Storm Surge. Fantastic composure again, one of the young players on this stage looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion. No more Dubs. The duo
still
okay,
down.
So now
finally above. Finally above. And
この範囲で30人残ってんの。えぐすぎやろ。
ちゃうで。30人ちゃうの56人やで。31組残ってる。
あ、そういうことか。えぐ。
とかもっとえぐい。もっとえぐいます。
重すぎて。
Into the storm, massive amounts of distance needs to be covered.
This storm surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally taken out 52 players left. And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
なんかバグりそうやな、あんな人数あんなとこかと思ったら。
You see Thomas, that epic infantry rifle, one of your favorite weapons, Ninja. What is so good about that assault rifle?
It 100% rewards pinpoint accurate players, right? There's no bloom necessary. Your marker, your aim is right on their head. Boom, you're gonna get that.
スカベルどうなったんやろ。
80 points of damage. And there's now the upgraded versions, the legendary and the epic, have 10 shots instead of 8. So I mean, it's just passive punch, and it can really catch players off guard. That's what you're going to need when you're playing against top players who will literally build and protect themselves when they get shot.
Folks, there are 45 players left in this very, very
small zone.
We are now on our 6th. It's about to be finished, and players will
人の配信のコメント欄見ながらやろう。
We already got people using shockwave grenades, guys. This is a very far rotation for the second movement circle, so this is actually going to move very quickly. These people are going to potentially get stuck on their launch pads because there's so much frequent building. It's going to be nuts. And who's going to try to take the high ground? Because after this first circle goes, this is where people start to only try to use the high ground.
And we know high ground is everything in competitive Fortnite late game. Everyone frantically moving away from the common enemy of everyone, which is that storm circle. Macwood taking zone damage. Daedra as well. King slowly bouncing on through with the shadow bomb. And does land. Yes, but taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge. Yeah, right on the edge of the zone right now. Will just stay boxed up for a brief moment. As now there's 36 players remaining, stomping the elimination feed. Arkram now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track of your favorite players. There's so much is going on. This is what tunneling is. When your players mention tunneling, this is it right here. You move with the zone, you tunnel your way in, give yourself cover, but not a lot of materials left. Only 22 builds, and this zone is stacked. But look who's on the high ground. It's Mr. Savage and Benji Fishing.
ちなみにたけるんばも生き残ってるで。
ちなみに俺も生き残ってる。32人か。あと残ってる。俺ら47人残ってるわ。俺らの激戦区かもしれない。
You're gonna have to try to take the high ground off him or have a rocket launcher to just take him out of it.
He's just so weakened. Mr. Savage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all Benji, Fishy, and Mr. Savage in the elimination feed right now. 24 players left in this one. But 20 duos. There's almost no duos remaining, Ninja.
Right, this is all solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
Mr. Savage goes down.
It's up to Benji, and listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Daedra's still in the game as well. I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try. Listen, look at the materials. Not a lot left. They're only using their shadows. I think he has one build left.
Yep.
That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 total builds.
10 total builds.
He's just trying to outlast as many players as possible. Remember these placement points. We made it into our top 10 duos. Now into our top 8. Zayn and Sap now. Zayn and Sap now on the high ground.
This game.
One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayn and Sap win. Written all over it. Mitro, Mongo's duo, was all by himself very early on. Still alive in this one. 40 our Storm now getting beamed.
うわマジか。それ見えてたん。だる魚しょ。車線切ってる思ったのに。
あ、スカーレット負けたんちゃう。
おい。
誰が勝った今。スカーレット4位じゃん。
4位か。
ぐらいでも。
まあな。
普通に考えてグロない。2位やって。
うん。
やば、みんなやばって言ってる、コメント欄。
はい。ルッティさん3万円こっち。
待って、やば。
頑張ってほしいな。
2位はえぐい。
キルポイント取ってたんかな。 ダーバーガーのホログラフィー、ダーバーガーのホログラフィーってどこやねん。
え、スカーレット5キルしてるって。
いく。
なんちゅう集中力や。
うん。
えぐい、車走ってんの聞こえんかった。車が走ってんのマジで配信見ながらやってると全然聞こえない。
僕の画面ロードされてガチ
7キルやって全員で。
シアル？
うん。
結構取ったんちゃんポイント。
結構取ったで。
もう1戦目で2位に入ったらもうポイントだけじゃないからね、流れとかもあるからね。かっさらってもう全部あれにしてほしいよね、自分のための稼ぎ。いやでも自信はついたでしょ、つらいけど。そうそう、夏であるからね。
みんなスカーレットばっかかわいそうにベルだって頑張ってんやから。
まあ今回はなスカーレットが最後に残ったから。
まあそうやな。
いいや。やば、マジで感動すんねんけど。
もう次の第2回戦始まってる？
いや、まだやで。ちょ
っと一回やめよう。ちゃんと見よう、大画面で。
いるぜ。モングラール3やから。
ワーン。ゲームナンバー2やって。うん。
始まったな。配信ちょっと遅れてるこれ。
かっこよすぎんこれ。
この画面な。世界に配信されてる。
There's nothing greater than finding the new upgraded llamas at 350 pounds.
Dude, they're insane. And they're everywhere. And look at, can we look at the map? Look at the north side. We've got 3 llamas in a very small area. And many players have gotten better at spotting llamas from very, very far away.
I mean, you just, the one thing I was telling my teammate Malachi, I was like, listen, man, sometimes you just actually have to tell yourself, hey, you should probably look for llamas as we're flying in, because you know, usually you're looking for players who's going to be landing next to you, but if you actually keep an eye out for that adorable llama, there's one. I mean, look, you're just going to get rewarded with shield, rotation, with shadow bombs, campfires, minis. I mean, these are incredibly valuable.
And remember, materials get capped at 500 of each type. So when you get 350, it's done its job for you. You can spend much less time looting and, farming, and much more time looting. And look at Zay perfectly using the Shadow Bomb Ninja. For players at home are wondering how he just use it for way more than the 6 seconds it actually lets you use it for. Explain a little bit of staying on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, all you have to do is just continue that jump animation. That's going to trigger the double jump. And as long as you don't touch any solid ground, you're going to be able to continue to double bounce back and forth. It's an incredible use of the Shadow Bombs. And you're probably going to see a lot of players do something like that in the late game off of other people's builds. And which is a great way to do that
for sure, as we now take a look. That storm is landing side of the map, and this storm is very far. Great point to bring up there. We can see on our side, the zone right now basically gets cut off at Dusty Divot and Neo Tilted, and the rest of the north side of the map are in play. So everyone near the middle and south side will have to move, and you see in the elimination feed very early.
これフードがすごい。
絶対まずは資材集めねんな、やっぱり。
For the duo from 100 Thieves right there, as you've got to wonder if Arkham's still alive. Either way, though, Daedra and M11Z.
Looks like they have players
down in Loot Lake, Lucky Landing, and they do have a duo nearby.
Looks like they're trying to obviously back away, while continuing to farm up. Lucky Landing is not really a 4-person landing. When more than two people land here, one of them is going to be leaving a little bit handicapped. Yu Wang in the fight right now, popping that last big shield, so all of his damage that he will take from now on will be permanent unless he gets an elimination. And gets.
And look at how good these stink grenades are right now. Scram and Mexi have lost so much HP. The spray does come on through. A third party, though, beginning to shoot down on a Yuang. So another player putting their attention towards this fight.
Trying to line of sight
at Snobby, but KBB does go down. It's now Yuang all by himself, and no materials left, Ninja.
He can't even take a wall.
They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yuang knows that. Trying to fall back to his teammate to maybe sneak or revive, but I just don't see.
A lot of these players really are kind of hesitant, you know what I mean? They don't necessarily want to push. There is a third party now. They don't have a lot of shields.
いやー無理やろこれ。おお、やった。えぐいえぐいえぐい。
え、2人やった今。
2人やった2人やった。
えぐ。
多分めっちゃローやったよな。これはえぐいぞ。
今のえぐいな。
一気に波乗るなこれは。
なんかけ。被弾していく。てかさ、ワールドカップこれあれ回復する倒したら。
するするする。
ああ、さすが強いな。張り替え早すぎやろ。しっかり当てる。うまい。
レベルが違いすぎてビビるわマジで。
初手でさ、ポンプよう取ったな。お、この人は結構装備が。
ああ。負けちゃったよ。
待たせたな。どうもオナリズムです。
おお、久しぶりスイック TV。めっちゃ久しぶりやん。
うわ、うまい。うまい。うまい。
オナリズムさん。
めちゃくちゃ速い。
お久しぶり。お久しぶりというか、先ほどぶりっすね。えぐ。ハンドキャノン構えてるとこがな。
武器配置とか面白いよな。
確かに。
どの人はどういう武器配置で戦ってるのかみたいな。
なんでメディキがあんなとこあんねんっていう。
そう。だって
おー余裕。
AR の
忍者
次にあるやん。
もやってるのかな。
いや忍者出てない。忍者出てへんねんこれ。
うわ今俺ガスグレネード投げられたかもだ。違うかったゲームやった。モングラール。
おい。そうモングラールは出てるよ。おいモングラール。ゴリ押しやん。
好戦的やな。
張り替え早い。
うわ強すぎる。
初手向き良すぎやろ。モングラール。エイダン頑張って。マジ。マジエイダン応援してる。そして回復していく。
唯一 A 弾ちゃんだけちゃんあれ。
パッとなんかもうそういう意味でほんまに応援したい俺は。
すごくないそれ。
だって一人だけさ構えが違うやん。なんかキュッてなってるやん。肩締まってるやん。
収まってるもんな。
そう。PC って普通大体こうなんか腕広がるけどさ。
脇開いてるけどさ。
脇締まって。
唯一エイレンだけ脇締めてやってる。さすがやでやっぱり。
おもろすぎるわ。
世界のエイレンバリうまいしまして。ビビるわ。
Big shields. Aiden's got the full health. That's incredible, man. See the stats so far this game. Aiden has done 434 damage.
脇締まってるね、エイダン。
and he's near backup to max health. I know Aiden is a crowd favorite here. Every time the camera goes on, there's a big cheer from this sold-out arena.
For those of you guys who do not know, the storm circle is about to update right now. We just saw our second one, forcing everyone out of the north and east side of the map. And also, guess what? Every single llama was found. Yep, all 5 llamas have been found.
行きやったれだ。
High material.
あ、でも奥にもいるやん、その奥にも。
Oh my god, I can't even. Freaking out, man.
You're getting into it.
Looks like a lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only one airdrop that's left, which means a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going for airdrops is super risky, but it looks like everyone at the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone, as you see it on the bottom right side of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge when that comes into play, because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching.
84人残ってる。
But there's 84 teams, 84 players left still.
Yep.
I
guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Sizlucky does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory, and Ninja
like a dolphin.
Chug splashes have came into this game and they've completely taken competitive by storm. Are they the best healing item currently in this meta?
I think that, there's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people do not like it. But let me tell you something about these splashes. I don't think I've ever seen more positive, reactions from an item than when Chug splashes. I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter. It was absolutely delightful post. For those of you guys who don't know what they are,
みんな言ってる。これでパッとやろう。
they come in packs of 2, you can stack up to 6, they give you 20 health, 4 shield, whatever you're missing.
And they're instant. You throw them down the ground, and they can be used to heal you and your teammates around you, as well as, if you really want to be a troll, your enemies that you've knocked. Here are Mongrel in the zone, and you talked about this inventory. I'll talk about it right now. There is no way someone in this lobby has a better inventory than what Mongrel has right now. And when you come into this, they were already in your top 3.
全然構えが違うもん、PC と。パッと。
あ、めっちゃ脇開いてるもんな。
With only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first. Yep. And they didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placement points were even rewarded. So, Sean and Aiden in another fight with Quentin and his squad. Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
Out of materials.
And he's out of materials. So he can't even spray right now.
紛らし音足音が。
エイダン戦ってるゴール今。
ほんまや。
エイダン可愛いな、脇しまってんのほんま。うまい。
やばいやばいやばい。
And grab the mats, 365 mats now. He is our more.
They've got to get
out of the stinks. They've got to get out of the stinks.
So week 2,
look at how weak they are.
And don't they can get both Sean and Aiden. I think that's exactly what they should. They split up. Now he's trying to take them one by one. He's getting pushed by more than one person.
Quick reaction.
逃げもうまいなほんま。
For the duo. Damage dealt.
うわ
39. He does go.
エイダンやられた。
やられた。終わった。
頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ。
Only 2 HP. Got some. Picked up some ammunition now for his minigun. But looks like Spades is just way more healthy. And obviously there's 3 other players who are around.
これさ、リブートあるんやったっけ？
あるあるある。
一応あるんや。
Put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know, what a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to note. Look at his zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about Storm Surge. They're 446 above
as well. Has a shot.
Wow.
I mean, that's just the worst position to be in any competitive game is being weak, low.
死んだ。エ
イダンチームやられた。
Every time you watch him, and whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears. Yes. If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments in Fortnite competitive history was the Nick Merckx and Aiden duo where they made it into the big bonus about a year ago.
Oh my God.
And a crowd popped off. Well, they're always scrappy getting into eliminations. Here, the stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 680 damage in the game. The average in the lobby was 80. They were 600 in this lobby already. Unfortunately, though, when you fight that much, there's a higher chance of you going down. Speaking of potential fights, here's Sizlucky and Brush, who we saw earlier on in the last game at Fatal Fields, struggle to stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're both low on shields and low on health.
Decent rotation items, 2 shadows on the launch pad. Again, I always want to keep stressing that because if you guys have some launch pads,
Team Mongrel.
One shadow can get you into another zone. Right? Yep. It's going to hopefully get you those placement points that you need, or even put you in a position to get some eliminations. But yeah, as you said with Aiden, we mentioned earlier, are people going to change how they're going to play, right? Are they going to
ちょっと待って。これ。
やっぱみんなこれ使うねんな。屋根編集の。屋根編集で覗く。
使うで。めっちゃ使うであれ。これさ、ライブ配信のせいで、このスナイパーのストーム見れるやつ見えへんねんけど。何も見えへん。
Staying alive, holding this pyramid edit, and for people at home who might not know, he's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build.
Correct. As you guys are peeking through a pyramid, you hit edit on it.
飛ぶだけでめっちゃみんなに狙われるやん。やば。
Amazing feature. Fortnite Battle Royale.
What a Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
Ultimate Battle Royale experience, man. Blue T is in the storm, taking damage, a lot of damage, and he's still going to be rotating. Road taking damage as well. Thomas gonna have to make some plays. And there goes Rody, actually just got knocked. 66 players remain, and this storm is kind of moving a little bit away from Pleasant Park. But it's once you have a high ground mountain in play, I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go north.
There's 3 high ground mountains in play, and
really mixes it up late game.
A drone ship that people can wind up going on top of, and those are brilliant to use.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys can get up on top of those, guess what? You have ultimate high ground on the map without having to use any mats.
Yep.
It's incredible. You can't get sniped from above.
みんな不用意に手は出さないな。
Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players that are up there.
100%.
But it's important to know that after the 5th circle closes in, those air vents will stop working. So if you don't have any rotation to get down, glider, redeploy, anything like that, yikes. That's a massive yikes. So you have to pray that someone puts a launch pad down.
この人武器やばいな。
And
金卓色これ。
Most of these teams won't mess that up now. We talked about our game 1 winners, the team that took home the victory royale, which is again 10 placement points.
ターボマジで金もこいつほんま。消えろよ、しょうもない。
They're currently set on up in this zone for the moment.
Did they just get the zone as well? Are they the yellow team in the mini-map? I mean, they're close enough for sure. I can see. I think no, actually no. They got to rotate a little bit, but look, they got 4 shockwave grenades.
Yep. And they'll be all right. They'll be able to make it happen.
Man, here we go. They have to rotate the farthest. Look how many stack players are on this side of the lobby right now, and they're all going to have to move very soon.
Yeah. Arkram and Falconer have a tough rotation ahead. Slacks and Keys. Watch them fight a little bit earlier on. against
like
Landjock
waiting
and
to pop
Punisher.
those heels till his teammate comes in.
Yep. No, he missed one. He did miss. No, his teammate's full. Teammate's full.
Okay,
Don't worry.
it doesn't matter. Geez.
Teammate's full.
You know, I was playing with Myth the other day, and he was using a lot of chug splashes without me, so, you know, I'm really sensitive on it.
We'll
Still really sensitive.
We'll let you and Myth handle that one. As again, it seems like some tension there, but we continue to move on in this fight. This is game 2 of 6, folks. The matches will be going on throughout the day. 62 players left in this one, 35 duos. And you see Arkram and Falconer. It looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to fly across the map together.
Good teamwork.
As the frantic rotation begins to move on in, more Storm Surge will soon begin to come into play as well.
Jack, I have a question for you, man.
Yes.
Once these circles start closing in, they're so small, what do you think is the play? To rotate in right away once it's revealed if you're far out, or to wait and be the last team?
For me, it completely comes down to what you have left, what you have in your inventory, where you are at the leaderboards as well. If I'm in a position where I know I need to make some ground up on the leaderboards, I want to rotate early and try to begin to spray back on the opponents to get some free eliminations.
Yes.
If you get the zone on you, you begin to just build on up and get that height so you can spray on down as well. In this one, though, again, all comes down to rotation. If you have nothing to rotate with and you're far away, I think you play late and hope someone else drops a launch pad near you and use that community pad to your advantage.
Yeah, we're looking over here at Ewing, 3 eliminations, sitting here with some very good materials, and it's definitely a very delicious loadout. Anyone with a heavy sniper and a blue SMG in a combat.
And remember, he started the game at Snobby Shores with that clutch when KBB did go down, so they're still in this one because
he still has that beautiful blue combat where he clutched it with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials you could ever ask for, nearly 100 builds in this one.
You see they're marking right now. I think they have a double heavy sniper combo.
They're either marking double heavy or they're saying, focus this, the zone's closing there.
We're gonna find out soon enough. It literally looks like he's marking exactly. He's trying to look and see. Yep,
they do have a double heavy sniper. And Ninja called it, the man knows. They see one. And
you guys saw the pyramid. This is exactly what Jack talked about earlier. You need 2 walls, 2
layers
protecting you from one of those walls so that double sniper will not take you down.
But they've got the tools, the key to open all doors, as I put it. And this zone, Ninja,
it just moved over a mountain, man.
It just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play. But at the same time, Ninja, half of the low ground still in play, so it's not as bad a position for the low ground players. Here's a look at Mongrel and Mitro. Remember, Mongrel did go down early on in the last game. He's got to back on up because he's burning through materials very, very quickly. They're far above this Storm Surge, so they're good for the moment, and there's the replenish from his teammate in Mitro. 64 total builds left.
They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and collect the others, and it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys have equal material.
Look at how weak Sap is. Sap just sneaking up through with that shadow bomb. The spray coming in from Mongrel. Stink bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick as we move into our pit zone.
The storm is closing in, and that's going to be forcing everyone to get into where the safe zone is right now. It is moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way, in a circle this small. They're just trying to get as many limbs possible as people are rotating in.
Mitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets. Just sprayed down with Mongrel in a fight. Gets 1 player weak, but does have to back up.
Didn't get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Mitro gets chunked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this, low ground, they're getting sprayed with nothing but grenade launcher shots and frag grenades, and they're going to be a
Mongrel やられた。
マジか。
まだスカーレットとベルが全然映らへん。
生き残ってるん。
いや、わからない。まだ一度も映ってない。
Zane and Sap uncontested. That's one of those risk versus reward plays that can help set them up for 2 victory royales in a row.
Mongrel and Mitro's loot too, man.
Oh, that was making a statement. And we know that was juicy loot.
They're making a statement saying, listen, we're from NA, we're here to play. Taking out the Evo, they didn't know they took them out, but they're definitely taking their loot.
Yeah, for sure, as they are still above this.
Still great rotation items too. They both each have a launch pad, both have 2 shotgun grenades, and they're gonna go. He didn't get it though, they try to get both at the same time. Gonna be flying, and this is it, another massive rotation going to be taken to the center of Pleasant Park. They're 167 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now.
やっぱスクリームになったらショックウェーブ使えるな。
Low ground, high ground, what's the play?
使えるね。
He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, fly all the way up and float and get beat. They're going to challenge high ground right now. Zayt and Sap looking to do what many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stack lobby. Just saw Falconer in the feed as well.
どこやどこや。ベルとかスカーレット。もういっちゃん最初に死んだんじゃんこれ。いないで。CR。
負けた。
いやだからちゃうちゃうもうそもそもいない。いっちゃん最初にやられてんじゃん。
ああ、死んだって。
マジか。
Try to push for 2 victory royales in a row. Sap is there as well, but Snappy just appeared right behind Sap and shotgunned him down right there.
Zayt right now is going to have to concede to the high ground, giving it to Snappy. And he's just going to have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points. He is obviously a talented player, top player. He can definitely make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game when Elevate went down at 98 players remaining and he's somehow still alive. There goes Mega. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Vorwin getting chopped down as well. Zayt with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge the high ground.
Oh, やばい。
Keys right now being held in the storm with 5 limbs. He's going to be eliminated.
なんで
Zayt taken down as well. Snap is still with the high ground. Zex and Vinny and TSM crew looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to him.
And they just got the high ground. Great use of the shockwave as well. Vinny as well as Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
Go down, right? They want those limbs.
Vorwin now with eliminations back to back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny sprang from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air. And he's going to drop on down to hype for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's
おい。
誰や。
TSM takes game 2 with style. Both alive. You love to see it.
The victory royale and 7 eliminations.
Look at that.
Vinny's hyped and Zexro looks like
he was stunned.
They forgot his fries on a fast food order. Why am I thinking about food?
Oh my, Jack, it's pretty expected at this point. But God,
it's unreal.
2 NA teams have taken game 1 and game 2, and honestly, I think that we can all say that the teams hyped up the most have been even. Guess what? Mongrel and Mitro, man. They still have so many points from eliminations.
Yep.
Oh man, what a great shot. Look, they were perfectly in sync. They're even jumping and shotgunning at the same time.
Vinny
pop off, man. You love the pop off.
So hyped. Zexro's about to start cranking 90s or default dancing in the lobby.
Like he's trying to talk about literally what they're going to do in the next game.
Yeah.
Like that's what that focus is. That reminds me, I've been in this situation before. He grabbed his hand and shook it for himself, man. That's a top teammate, man. Great synergy.
What a start to today's competition.
やば。円がめちゃくちゃちっちゃいのに、あと11人も残ってる。
Thousands and thousands of people filling up the Arthur
いやお前今どこなん？
live from New York City. Again, my name Jack Courage.
もう終わってんで。
違う俺が。
ああそういうことね。
$30 million on the line this weekend. Millions will be tuning on in from across the world. There's so many ways to watch, and we're just 1/3 of the way done with today's action, and it's already been fantastic.
Don't even want it to end, man. I could be here all night. These games are incredible.
Yep.
And just listen, if you guys are watching at home, you guys want to be here, right? You guys want to be competing. Take notes.
Yeah.
Watch these players. Watch how they build. Watch the fights that they take, the way they rotate. And we'll see you guys here next year, man.
Guess what? Game number 2 ended with style with the North American duo of Vinny and Zexro taking it. They're on the floor with none other than Jordan Fisher.
Thank you so much, Courage. I appreciate that. NA showing up and taking care of business. Games 1 and 2, Vinny and Zexro with a fantastic end, both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through.
スクリームみたいになってるけど俺ら。
So the comp's kind of hectic because of all the noise, but we're just really good at playing together. Like we're the longest duo that played together. So yeah, we just know
Great. Fantastic work, guys. Back to you, Ninja and Courage. JD!
Thank you so much, Jordan. The duo of Vinny and Zexro, you know, they've always been known as being so aggressive. Yeah. From all the times we've seen them in these competitive tournaments. While they might be some younger players, they've definitely been around the block here in competitive Fortnite.
Again, you just see them, just like a lot of other talent here, always at the top of the duo qualifiers every single week. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing, and practicing. Guess what? They just took a game number 2. You gotta be
maji ka.
Once you win one of these games, you can't let up though. Again, and that's why I love that. Zex was immediately just, I felt like he was just talking about, what are we gonna do next? Hey man, good job, we won that. Let's do it again. Yeah. Right? How are we gonna change? Maybe even do better somehow. Get more limbs in game 3.
No, for sure. And they know that. They're not gonna take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are things playing on out? It is still Zay and Sap at the top. Dubs and Mega at 18 points in second. Zexro and Vinny with that performance go from 0 points up to 17, Ninja. And that is the beauty of how this plays on out.
Anyone
can have a pop-off game and come right back. Mongrel and Mitro still in your top 5. As well as Serpent, Ferox, Item, Forwin, and Tux, Snappy, and Red Rush all there. While Zay and Sap do have a nice little
10ポイント以上差が開いてるな。
from the rest of this lobby, I'll tell you that right now.
Deもあと4試合あるから。
Courage. You got 11 points, right? Benji and Mr. Savage that fell out of the top 10. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11Z, 12 points, 12 points, 12 points. All they need is 2 or 3 points, 2 or 3 extra eliminations right there, and boom, they'll move up 6 places. You know what I mean? So it's still anyone's game, all right? 2 pop-off games, 1 pop-off game, boom, you're already in the top 5.
Remember, if you get 50th place or 11th place, from that whole time in between, you win $100,000 as a duo.
Still.
But if you go from 10th up to 1st, it jumps all the way to 3 million. So everyone, eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know we had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a round of applause to Ninja for hopping in for some guest casting?
リーダーはないんだ。
Always a pleasure, brother, to be here. That's going to do it for us for now up here on the caster desk. But I know Zeke is down the floor. We had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast. Ladies and gentlemen,
so much, man. What an awesome first 2 set of games from Sap and Zay locking down the lobby to Zexro and Vinny just coming in super clutch. And of course, guys, you've been here. We got to see Ninja. He got to go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's just let me hear you. You know, that was so-so. Let's pretend I didn't ask. Have you guys been enjoying yourselves? That's what I'm talking about. Obviously, we've got quite a bit more games left to get through, but, you know, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm a big fan of everyone that loves Fortnite. It's all about bringing people together. And I like to say Fortnite fam, that's my thing. That's what I do. And you know, there's actually a lot of people from around the world that have come here to compete, to watch, to be part of all of this. And I thought, what better way to get back to you guys than to teach you how to say Fortnite from all around the world. So in just a moment, we're going to take a look at a video, and I can't wait because this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen. So I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Hello Fortnite fam.
포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
Привет, Fortnite семья.
네오티르테토 리오.
Вашера Fortnite folk.
誰今の手を打ってるテッドリオって。
What's up Fortnite fam?
Fortnite 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
What's up Fortnite fam? Hey John Fortnite fam.
What's up Fortnite fam?
来た。
Was geht Fortnite?
まあ文句ある。疲れる出てこへんかな。あ、
What's up Fortnite?
一瞬やな、レイダ。
Sorry, I'm texting.
What's up Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam?
You got ready for tonight?
What's up Fortnite fam?
さあ日本人はちゃんと発音よく言えるのでしょうか。
Bonjour, comment ça va les fans de Fortnite?
Good day Fortnite fam. Cheer up Fortnite fam. What up boys?
Luna Fortnite fam.
That was even better than I thought it would be. Just embrace it. We, as a collective, are the Fortnite fam. Get used to it. We're here to stay. Now, guys, you know, there's a few more things I want to take a look at before we hop back into the next game. One of the things to kind of do if you're here or if you're at home, you've been watching, Ninja actually had a pretty dope hoodie, a World Cup kind of exclusive hoodie. Would you like one of those things? Would you like one of the crazy World Cup shirts that we have? You can totally get your hands on one. Head on over, retailroad.com. Get yourself a nice shirt. We got some hoodies. We've got hats. We've even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It looks amazing. The top balloon is actually the drone. So you've got the bus that's literally flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on your screen. Also, that drift shirt, by far, my favorite piece of merchandise ever. Those of you that really do know me, you know I love drift.
ユニクロとのコラボ商品出たら絶対買うねんけど。
出るんじゃない？
出るけど。
For those of you who have also been
絶対買う
watching
わ。
kind of all 10-week qualifiers long,
俺
you
も
know
買う
we
かもし
love
れない。
Golden Boy. And
い
there's
や、買わん
actually
かな。
one thing specifically he was kind of telling
普通に
people as
安い
we
やん
were going through
そも
interviews.
そもが
And that was, hey, when we get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown. Let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Zeke, what about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's a Golden Boy and he's selfish and he wanted the pizza all for himself. Get called out. That's right. Now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer. They went out for some pizza. They had a night on the town. So let's take a look together and check this out.
New York City. We got the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the
Statue
Empire
of
State
Liberty?
Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite play.
よし、ちょっとやるか、ソロ。ダーバーガーのとこ降りよう。次のワールドカップはあれやな、ハーレーさんと一緒に出よう。たけるんばって言いにくいな、実況。名前変えよう。
うわー、負けた。エイタンが喋ってんで。エイタンみたいな人と。
そう、ちょっと待って、俺今、ロビーやわ。
We're gonna go to Washington Square Park, so go and check it out.
ニューヨーク行きたい。
行ったことある？
ないよ。
ないんや。
何やその言い方、まあ。
いや、俺はあるから。
来年ぐらい余裕で行くから。住むから。3年ぐらい。
俺はもうニューヨークや。なんか、あっちの方、西海岸の方行きたい。
どっち行きたいって言ったら西海岸な、俺も。確かに。
ハリウッドとかロサンゼルスとかそっちの方行きたい。マジカジノしてみたい。
I've seen them play aggro before. It's pretty scary. So if you have chemistry where you can that's like team like that.
What you guys are gonna experience this weekend? This is the first Fortnite World Cup. You're gonna be playing for millions of dollars essentially. Has that even set with you guys yet?
Even if it's not me, there's gonna be millionaires after this tournament. There's gonna be millionaires. I try not to be. I'm not like greedy about it or anything. I just
おおバレてたバレてたえぐで次が巨大な中華まんの上で踊る。何巨大な中華まんって。どこにあるんや巨大な中華まんなんてよ。うわイエーここかいラッキーかい。
2試合したら休憩なんや。
ぽいな。
えげつないぐらい時間かかるやん。あと4試合やんやろ。
まあ6時ぐらいまで行くんちゃう。
えぐ。
そうでもないか。
ブルックリンビレッジ。あ、もう一回ニューヨーク行きたいな。エンパイアステートメントビル登ってないからな。
何やったっけそれ。
なんか普通のビル。
聞いたことあるな。いやポンプ欲しい。ポンプ取れなお前。マジ許さん。ラッキーラッキーラッキーそこおりやん。
In the last few weeks, especially where the solos and the duos are concerned, being the first Brazilian player to qualify for the World Cup. Can you talk to me a little bit about the dynamic that the two of you share as partners?
Você estava dominando nas últimas semanas e para os qualifiers da World Cup. Você pode falar um pouco sobre a dinâmica de vocês?
みんなより早いよ。
Eu e o PF5 costuma jogar bem agressivo e tentar pegar o máximo de eliminações possível.
うわキル取られた。うわマジか。うざ。
As you should in the name of battle royale right now. PFZin
あいつチャレンジ消化税狙いやがって。次は何かな。やっぱここか。まだ中学生たちやってるの。
うん。
よう来てんなほんま。
今中学生と対マンしてる。普通に負けるからな俺。
関東の方自信あったみたい。
マジか。スイッチやけど普通にうまいってみんな。
て取るよって誰言ったのこれ。
All right, huge shout out to DJ Mike Brown, spinning the ones and twos here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Golden Boy alongside Masa D-Face, Boricua Boys back at it again, looking to bring you the fun as we have games 3 and 4 on deck. And so far, this has been one of the most exciting events I've ever been to. That game 1 was ridiculous. Game 2 did not disappoint as well, Monster.
No, it didn't. I thought for a second there we're going to see back-to-back performances from Zay and Sap. And I mean, we honestly did. Everyone that was in the top 10 contestant, even Miz and Deidre, they were performing. We saw them cut it all the way through. And it's that level of consistency that makes the difference in making it all the way through the top 10 and being a World Cup winner.
What I've loved seeing is that standings page, top 10 international through and through. You got Japanese players popping off, European players popping off, players from New Zealand. Everyone's putting in every little bit they can. But folks, it's now time for game number 3. The players are all loaded up in the battle bus, and we are about to take off. Let's see who's going to get that much closer to raising the trophy and being your Fortnite World Champion of Duos. Here we go.
Keep it going, Golden Boy, because we are jumping into game 3. As these cameras populate, your favorite competitors are here. They've made it this far. It's the duo competition. You were before. Hopefully they kick the bucket over this little break here, and they're back, and they're recuperating.
I know I practically kicked the bucket after Vinny and Zestro won game 2, man. I was feeling it, man. It was nuts. And there they are on your screen. So the drop for the bus here is going to be a north to south one going right over that ice biome. It's going to cut pretty much center of the map there. And Vinny and Zestro, I'm very happy performing this well, Monster. This is a duo that had so much success. Even going into the World Cup qualifiers, we all were like, yeah, this is a duo that definitely should make it. This is a duo that, hey, they could even win the whole thing. And then tragedy struck as Zestro had a few problems with you know, arthritis and different things with his hands. And we can't get that. And I just bummed out about that. Good to see them here showing up, man. That's huge.
I mean, that's what you expect. Veterans, specifically Zestro, Vinny, they go back to as many of the last as does Zay and Sap. But anyways, in here we have UN KBB. He's going to take down Mexi. Is Scram close by? Is he close enough? And this is a battle going down in Snobby Shores. So off the rip here, we have players getting dropped. That's actually going to be our first elimination. Lucky for us to catch that one, but there's shots coming in from the Viking Island right up above, and he just kind of turns a corner, sweeps him up, catches that full elim there. So that's his now. Yeah, I'll talk to action here, Golden Boy.
Very rough situation being here, but Zestro now looking to engage in this one. Here's gonna go over to his POV now. It's a little wild, man. It's like just getting the bearings all together. Well, that moment where they can just have that conversation. How are they gonna just implement their strategy going into the next game? What is that strategy going to be? Do you mix it up? Do you change your drop spot? These players, the time that they can take to just communicate with one another. Now Scram is going to be potentially in a role to hurt here. We heard from Nick's PFZin earlier on. They know he's around here. They're just
in the players' lounge, you can feel the tension, specifically when we watch the Brazilian duos, the Brazilian players. These guys qualified, and they qualified with heavy elimination. Nick's especially being one of our only players to like literally qualify as hard as you can in the, you know, for the weekend.
He was at it each and every week. Constantly saw him at the top every single time. It was so impressive, and also qualified for Nick's tomorrow. Then you got Scram. And he's just hiding this one out. He hears them making all that ruckus, all the noise around him. Scram just does not want to give up his position. Perhaps he grabbed his teammate's reboot card. He's maybe looking for that play. But Nix and PFZin, they have to have an idea of where he's going to be located here.
Yeah, he does not want to give up his position here. He's actually just hiding in the basement right now, hoping that these guys just just kind of blow by like dust in the wind right here. As Nyx and PM's in, they think it's clear. They think it's all good because they came in and they just wrapped up one of the other players. They actually didn't initiate the battle against Mexi and Scram here. So Scram might just get lucky and be able to kind of sneak on by as he hears this powerhouse duo, this Brazilian duo, kind of loot their way through and make their way to the zone soon.
And loot they definitely will because they're getting a lot of resources out of this. Scram over in the distance, he's going to be out of there, but now we're making our way over to the action. It's happening with 7SSK7. Got Spades and Crimmed. Now looking to push on for this fight here, potentially. Got some shots going off. Crimmed is going to play that overlook position. Getting challenged there, and trying to use that advantage from the download a little bit of that right hand, right? Just see if we can get a peek in there. Does get tagged up, Crimmed. Guy does back away there. Does manage to build out. Spades is going to force him out. There you go. So they're just right now playing for that positioning, and I like the fact that they're using these, the natural high grounds, right? Get to the top, hold it down. Don't really focus too much on just trying to get in their face quite yet. Give yourself that moment of opportunity, really get a lay of the land, and then going for the engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. The best duos will try their best to isolate their opponents, really force them into, very weird situations like this, force the 1v1s, and hopefully get those free shots, and then pursue the push here. So again, look at how now they're split up again. So Spades and Crims are doing a great job here, pressuring and isolating their opponents right now. And so far, they're definitely dictating the pace of battle here.
Yeah,
That's what they want to continue to do.
They're suffocating them. Plain and simple, right? Not let them get any kind of movement there. I mean, jam side and 7SSK7. They're looking. They're having what the play is. What is the movement going to be? But Crims and Spades are not going to allow them that opportunity to breathe. That's going to be the down there. Crims managing to knock down jam side. He's looking for 7SSK7 around the corner, and that's going to be the elimination registered. Both players are going to be out of there, and a big win there for Crims and Spades.
What a clean push right there. Crims and Spades have so much to prove here because when they qualified, they were kind of looked down and like, wait a second, was it luck? Was it not? No, they're here to show it off, to show why they're at the World Cup Finals. But now, hopping back with Miz and Daedra, we saw them have a great game one, came out top 10. They're still in the running. They're about the top 10 right now as well, based off of elimination. Not necessarily picking up too many placement points. They're heavily dependent on just piping up these players at these points of interest. And it looks like Lucky Land is theirs right now.
They'll have that, but let's see. Miz and Daedra. Finger about it. I love the fact that when you look at this hot spot here, so there is going to be a bunch of free items that you're going to be able to pick up on. Also, you're going to have that circle advantage right there. Don't worry too much. You can really focus on looting. Background has the laws, though. Miz, be careful. Here's Daedra. He's going to be right next to him. Get these angles.
You have to stick together. Looking for the sound cues right here. Can they find their opponent? Catch a nice little low ground pick right here. Low ground is definitely underrated. If you can just kind of peek out, catch a big shot, you're almost guaranteed a headshot, which is a big multiplier.
Yeah, players don't really think about that, right? Like you always see Fortnite players go after the high ground. That's the bread and butter for a lot of players who play this game. But you know better than most that the low ground can pay dividends for you if you know how to take advantage of that positioning and maybe some overzealous players to try and get aggressive on you. You got Gustavo along with you.
I'm actually very interested to see if Gustavo's going to lead this push here, because specifically between these two players right here, this duo, this Brazilian duo, Gustavo doesn't necessarily lead the pushes. It's Wishy. Wishy's the aggressive one here, so he has the ultimate high. He's always looking for the shot. What we're going to do is just a nice standoff.
Yeah, this whole event, right, players have just been very cautious about what they want to do. They are not trying to get too aggressive in these fights. They know what's on the line here. Millions in prizing is on the line. You do not want to make a bad decision. Be one of those teams that are eliminated out early on. But Gustavo's going to be putting shots down. Focusing this player, forcing him to actually build up. He has no builds to work with as well. 19 HP remaining, and just a hope and a prayer, but unfortunately for him, that was not going to be enough there. Gustavo's out, Wishy isn't going to happen for him either. And Miz, he's feeling it. That's going to be 2 elims for this duo.
You gotta love the snarky little smirk right there on his face when you get those 2 points. Feels so good.
It's really good. Feels really good. And then Volks and Harpy. And look at this. Harpy actually dealing with this battle. And this other player that actually got the high ground against him was focus firing on Volks. Harvey pushing back here. I wonder, you get split up like this, but Volks and Harvey, they love playing a very aggressive style. They'll get in your face. They'll box you out if they need to.
Yeah, without a doubt, this duo was unmatched when it came down to eliminations in the qualifying rounds. They had the most, actually, and even pulled off a consecutive 5 victories in 5 games to qualify for one of the weekends. Volks and Parpy, another kind of reference to Game 1. They had a great Game 1. We saw them picking up duos, but we haven't seen them necessarily make it through the end game. All they have to do is kind of slow it down here, and that's what they're trying to do, but being split up is terrible.
Also, in this game, I just want to make note, Wolfie's a very aggro controller player. He's another one. I think that we've seen a fun mixture of players that look like a safe approach to the game, and then others that just want to take early fights, get some points early on, because maybe they're playing that early game strategy rather than like focusing so hard. Like you get late in this trade, you want to rack up a few eliminations. Look how low the points are that have been thus far in games 1 and 2. Get yourself a few elims, and then maybe manage to make it to that top 15, which is very hard given how many players have stayed alive in this game. Games 1 and 2, we were at what, like circle 5, or yeah, circle 5. I think we were sitting at like 4, waiting for movement.
Yeah, and that's where that storm surge kicks in. Chapels, one of my picks to watch, have sort of been struggling in the format so far. I guess when the real pressure's on, you know, the environment shifts, right? Everything changes.
That's right. Everything changes here, and Crew does manage to get that shot off, or attempted to, with that tactical shotgun. It was not going to get the connection necessary there, but it did put the fear in the player to have to back away. Both players, well, respecting the space from one another. The stinkers come out. Crew and Chapix having to get out of there, and they're going to use those, I believe, shockwave nades to just fly on out of there. Didn't see the purple over their bodies there, but they were able to fly on out of that fight. Could have gotten real risky for them.
I was going to say, that was a respectful disengage. You only got 6 games here, 2 of which have happened. They need big performances. They have to push towards placement and end game. So good on them to kind of back up. And when you have stinkers, there's no defense against it. You get chunked down right through your builds. It really is annoying to go against. And speaking about the stinkers here, Epic Whale's under pressure right now, and that's just going to chunk him down. They force him off of the campfire, and we'll see if he returns to it. Yep, here you go.
Yeah, you're only going to get so much time with that campfire. Epic Whale along with 40R Storm. This is a week 10 qualified duo. Last moment you could possibly have it happen, and they managed to pull it off. Maybe this could be the game for them. Another dominating duo in this scene, Airwalks and Nikov. They, Airwalks winning the Pro-Am yesterday 2 times now. This is a whole new ball game. Best players in the world in this lobby. It's not going to be a cakewalk, and he knows that. It hasn't been the best run thus far for Airwalks and Nikov.
It was their last final games there. Notice the text right there. The fast track Airwalks and Nikov qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in their final 7 games. That's intense. They were struggling so close on the cusp every single weekend, so close to qualifying. If it was 5 placements, they were 6 or so like that. It was that close for them. But jumping in here, Crew is going to put some pressure down, and it looks like his teammate can turn it out as well. He's already gone.
Also going to see some eliminations over in the feed as well. Who just cleaned up on Volks, but Septic took out X-Mend. And then I think I saw XXM pop up there on the receiving end of a shot there, so we'll be out of the action as well. Crew by himself has 1 elimination. Looking to get as many players as possible. Now we're going to be sitting with 40 duos left alive, going into the next circle here in just a little bit. It's going to start to collapse. Salt is going to be the point of interest for all of our players here. Got a lot of bodies that are going to be lingering outside. Some that are even as far out as Dusty Divot, like on the northern end of it, sticking around there. So maybe trying to get some last-minute loot, perhaps.
Here is Parpy looking for that peak. Volks and Parpy always tend to stay together, but wait a second, that was a tricky little shockwave right there. He did try to sneak his way into the build. He takes the wall. What are you going to do with it? Looking for the replacement here. He gets it all the way. Takes the wall. 180. Crew's extending
Precious, young player there from Sweden, 15 years of age, man, and he's playing for millions of dollars. So many of these players, they're just young ones. We have a lot of young fans here in the arena today. Maybe next year this could be them. Then you got a few of the veterans. Sexro, Vinny, saw Nate Hill, as well as Funk, Mongrel, Mitro, Aiden there in the corner. Back over to our winner, Sexro, and Vinny. No elimination. Mentioned Wolfie's.
He went right for Nick. そうワールドカップ邪魔すぎくっそ雪のレーストラックかあそこか
Cannot stay still. There's Flexi and Letwick on the move. Rocks right behind. Fishy's going to be down. Just saw that one off on the side. Mr. Savage now having to deal with a player that had engaged on him. Just needs to wait this one out here, but then he does get cleaned up. And that was going to be Flexi.
And that was such a sneaky ambush right there. He used his shadow bomb, pushed up. Notice Benji was kind of over-peeking, harassing players with that sniper. You cannot hold down scope right there. He ate a shotgun to the face, and that's why Benji goes down. And I love what Savage did here. He just went for high ground. He had to immediately get out of there and leave his duo behind. So what can Mr. Savage do? One of the best mechanical players here today. What can he do by himself?
It's not going to be easy. Not with a lobby like this. At this point in time, he's really just looking to play the keep away game. He can pick off a player with that heavy sniper, get eliminations for himself. They only have 1 point right now, and they're nowhere near getting the placement point currently. He's still looking to harass some players. Put some pressure on them. Now you see that half-outs are going. 2 duos are going to be inside of there, so everyone's going to have to start to move over to that east side. It's going to be a struggle for so many players. They're starting to make the moves right now. They want to try and gatekeep, prevent these players from getting inside.
This is a team we want to watch right now during this rotation. Mongrel and Mitro, they are masters at executing, especially when they have mobility like this to cut across the field. They are on the hunt right now, and there's no reason for them to rush. Once they spot out someone, they're gonna pounce. They're gonna jump on that target.
Yeah, they're gonna wait for you to make that mistake. And with the nerves at an all-time high here, players are certainly going to make that error in judgment. Saw it happen in scrims when we were looking at players just getting warmed up. So much at stake here, but there's the launch pad. It's going to go out now. You need to be wary of beams in the sky. And so many times you think that you're just going to be sailing away with no problem, not a care in the world, and then you just end up losing all of your shields, all of your HP, and then that's it, you're done.
I've seen it countless number of times. People tweet out, you know, fly across, you get taken out the sky, but it's all about timing. Neither Mitra nor Mongrel were shot once on that rotation. It was massively done right there. And whoa, it looks like they're tracking so beautifully. Catches someone trying to just kind of rotate on by in the shadow bomb, but that was not enough.
You were not safe in the shadows there, buddy. Another thing, too, was that when they were out of position for a brief moment, the way that they were able to just get back together, right? That patience with one another, the communication, you need to have it when you're getting down to these final moments. 25 duos, they're going to still be standing here. You got Calculator and Macwood. They're going to have that high ground up above. Shouldn't be comfortable just yet, because anything can happen here. Look at where that next circle is going to be going. Moves need to be made.
With that RPG, I mean, they can basically take high ground at any given moment that they want nor choose. Calculator looking around, already on 4 eliminations for Macwood. Macwood did say he's the fragger of the duo. We'll see if Calculator can keep up right now. I am soaking good fun because Calculator loves to talk a big game on the social medias.
He really does, man. He's a character without a doubt. But right now, there's no fun and games to be had. This is game 3 of the Fortnite World Cup Finals. It's time to put up or shut up for a lot of these players.
Look at that, wasting no extra max. They do not waste more than they have to.
This was earlier on. An elimination onto Mongrel and Mitra. There you have it. Out of the game once again. That duo, European powerhouse, gonna pay there to Dubs and Mega.
So far, so good. Macwood again just holding this positioning right here. He is getting locked out of his teammate accidentally, but it's all good. This is still his ground to control right now. They have clear control of the skies here.
And they have a ton of builds to work with. For Macwood, a great game for him thus far. That's 4 points for this duo, but be careful there. There you can see the lay of the land, Monster.
Yes, the placement thresholds will be divvied out soon. There goes the storm.
腹立つ。あれ配信ワールドカップ見れへんねんけど。なんで笑ってる
の？今なんか大人のさ、大人でなんかスプラトゥーンできるやつあるんよ。
そうなん？配信終わろう。